So let me explain to you how I generated over 6 figures in 27 days in my Airbnb business. So let me dive into some things and tell you exactly how I did it after that intro. So what I did is I reached out to these investors that were active investors, realtors, and other investors on LinkedIn, and I sent out 500 manual messages in the matter of 48 hours. My goal was 200 initially, but I said, you know what, let me push the limit and see how hard I can work. And I popped out 500 messages on LinkedIn in 48 hours. I got less than 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep within those 2 days, and I just crushed it. And one of the biggest benefits I had is that I had nothing. I had an unfair advantage. I had nothing to lose and everything pretty much to gain. So I reached out to about 500 investors and I had some responses. Once I got those responses, those investors got about 3 to 5 properties each, so that I didn't have to deal with so many people at a time, but dealing with each individual by doing just one property. I got an investor say, do you have this type of capital so that this project can work the most effectively? And then we got approximately 47 units. And after that, I charged a management fee of $300 per unit if they exceeded over 3 units, and I was a $750 establishment fee, which means me to get the whole unit ready, and I would find rentals for these individuals on short-term rental sites, Airbnb, Verbo, and all that good stuff. So this is how that worked. Find the investors. I would then look in their local area or our area where we were at in San Diego and find promising areas of short-term rentals where people were actively looking and the growth rate was exceptional, and that there were active guests looking for short-term rentals in those areas. And I would then go find the investor, tell the investor, hey, this area in San Diego is good. The rents, the deposits are this much. We put it under your business, and then we just run with it and we start cash flowing. So then I would find that property. I would then furnish the property, and then I would list the property for them. And I made $38K in 27 days, and I was making around $11K to upwards to $14,000 a month every single month in the matter of 27 days. So just imagine going from 11 cents in your bank account, almost $40,000 in debt, to having $38,000 in your account. You're gonna be feeling like a rock star. So I just felt incredible. And not just that, I didn't stop the hustle. You know, I kept my EBT card, my welfare card, inside of my wallet every single day for a constant reminder, and it tells me every day that you need to bust it. And at any moment you can go back to that if you don't. So what I continued to do is I reached out to homeowners, and this is what you can do. Reach out to homeowners on Craigslist, on Facebook, and on Instagram, and all these social platforms, and just say, hey, you know, do you have an additional home in your house that you could potentially Airbnb? Have you considered it? Some people don't want to manage that type of stuff. So what I did is I just asked even homeowners. I said, hey, you know, I can manage your entire home, that shared room in your house, and you don't have to do anything, but just pay me a $150 management fee every single month. And I would get cleaners in there and all that good stuff. And if they were making more capital, of course, it would go up to like $300, some upwards to $500, depending on the size of the room. So I even reached out to homeowners, and I was making money that way. And I was at a point where I was making almost 25K a month. It's about 23 for that business, the management side of the business. And then, of course, what do you think I did with the cash flow that was coming in? Knowing that the rentals are $5K to come in per rental, I was grabbing up about 3 to 5 rentals a month, and I started my own short-term rental business. So that's just a quick synopsis of how I did it and how you can do it, and that there's really no excuses how to get this business. There's always enough money out there. Just find people with money and find properties for them and share the opportunity with them to say, hey, I can make you this particular dollar amount every single month if you're willing to invest with me. Also reach out to homeowners, and that has really helped me out, where I've generated a massive income off of that as well, just by doing that. And I ran no ads. It was just personally reaching out on my personal Facebook when I had nothing. And I promise you, if you stick to it and you just take it from me, man, you know, I had 11 cents in my bank account, and I was on welfare, dude, and making $200 a month on EBT food stamps, living on my grandma's couch, like literally like 19 months ago. So actually 23 months ago as of today. So just stick to it, you know, and consider taking those steps of putting yourself out there and just ask. That's what the best advice I can give you is just ask. Once you ask, you shall receive, and some of the responses you might get might not be what you want, but hey, that's all fuel for you to grow. If it's a yes or if it's a no, if it's a maybe so, I have to talk to this person about it, hey, at least you got a response, okay? So I always looked at it objectively to say, how can this build me instead of destroy me? So that's pretty much it, man, and now I invest full-time. That's what I do full-time, as I just invest in properties. Every single day I'm looking at property, every day. At least 10 to 25 properties a day. And I don't go in for one property. Now I'm at a point where I'm getting, 10 to 40 properties in one building, if that's applicable. So go for it. Go for your dreams and don't give up on them. In and out. Bang.